Hey guys, it's Dan Busler here, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about senior portrait sessions and some of the frequently asked questions that I get. So first of all, thank you for being here, and if you're watching this on replay, I'm so happy you're here, but of course we can't interact. As I said, I get this time of the year. First of all, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. Dan Busler Photography, and we specialize in photographing portraits, live performances, and events from our studios here in East Walpole and also on location. So that's the formal part. Here in New England, as many of you know, the end of the school year in June really does mark the beginning of the senior high portrait session for all you 2020 grads who will be entering the fall. And I get a lot of questions this time of the year about senior portraits, so I thought I'd talk a little bit about them. And these answers will probably refer to just about any senior portraits photographer that you go to. Our sessions, by the way, are built a little differently than others, and the clients seem to love it. We offer a number of packages, but they're broken up by time and outfit and locations. But the really cool part is that we don't charge a session fee. So the full amount of your package goes towards your albums and wall art and prints. So when we get together for your session to look at your pictures after your session, I should say, you're basically going on a shopping spree. Here at the studio, we typically get together 3 times. First is your pre-session consult, when you get a chance to meet me and my assistant and see the studio, our dressing rooms. You get a feel for the lights and backgrounds, and then we'll take a quick walk outside, and I'll show you around a little bit to our beautiful pond that we have here, and the now famous green door and red door that we photograph most of the people in front of. And there's tons of great brick buildings here because we're in kind of a factory complex. Of course, then we'll also talk about clothing and colors and hair and makeup. And I'll show you some of the albums and wall art that you can choose and cover any questions that you and your parents might have. And this is all done at the pre-session consult. Then we'll also lock in the date for your session. And don't worry, we can reschedule, no problem, if anything comes up for either one of us. Okay, so then about a week or a month later, we'll get together. I have my notes, of course. We'll get together for your session. And I typically like to schedule 1 to 2 hours. And if we're having a great time, I'm well known for going longer than 2 hours. This really gives us time to take our time and get your poses, outfits, hairstyles, backgrounds, lighting, and even different makeup looks. And I'm not just talking about the girls here. Guys, if you really love clothes or you love technology or whatever all you guys are into, we're going to spend the time to highlight that in your senior session. Now, we actually start your session outside because it's really a lot more relaxed out there in the sun and fresh air. As I said, we'll walk the grounds and we'll stop a few places and take some pictures. And to be honest, we often get your senior portrait in front of the pond. Then we'll come inside, give you a chance to get a drink and a snack. I'll load up the images that we shot outside so that you can have a first look at them. In the studio is when we get a lot more creative and dramatic with the lighting and the backgrounds that we have here. Finally, a week or even a month after your session, it's time for a dedicated design consultation. And it's really time for your shopping spree. This is when you choose your 20 to 40 favorites from the session, and we put those in an album. And then we'll pick some pictures for the wall and some small 8x10s or 5x7s that you can share with families and friends. And you can also grab wallets at this time too. This design consultation is really the most relaxed of all. So feel free to come in sweatpants and slippers and flip-flops and whatever you want to wear, because I really want you comfortable when you're at this session. We're going to be looking at the pictures projected on the wall, so you'll be 6 feet wide. And be sure to bring everyone that's involved in making the final decisions, because some people may like pictures that you don't, and they may actually want to choose some prints or an extra album or whatever. So I also said that I every time when I send out the package after you've booked your session, I also send a sheet of frequently asked questions, which I have here. And so I'm going to run through a couple of them. The one question I get is, what time should I arrive? Well, I'd arrive 10 to 15 minutes early. You have a chance to relax. We'll look through the clothes that you brought, and we'll actually choose outfits right then that we'll probably use for the whole session. Helps me also pick out some backgrounds. Can you bring a friend? Yes, you can bring a friend. You can bring a sibling. We actually sometimes will do the whole family session, a couple shots in before your session starts. And that way you'll have a nice family portrait as well. And then everybody can take off. I want one of the parents or your guardian to stay for the whole session, of course. Let's see. Can you bring your own music? Yes, of course. We'll plug the music in and we'll play it during the session. When do you choose the pictures? Well, that was at your dedicated design consultation. Is there a minimum product purchase required? No, there's absolutely no minimum. That we offer different packages, and they're based on an hour, 2 hours, something like that. We do offer sort of a minimum package that, hi Kathy, a minimum package that is just if you want your senior portrait, that you're in and out in less than an hour. So really, that's what I wanted to cover in this. Leave your questions. I can't wait to meet you, answer any questions that you might have. Our studio phone is 781-352-4863. And that's really it for now. And I hope you have a great day, and I'll be talking to you soon. And Kathy, I'll be talking to you real soon. Bye-bye.